reason why I got FUE is I never really noticed that I was losing my hair, because I always used to shave my head. Until I started to grow out my hair, I realized that my hairline, especially in the front, was starting to recede. Basically, I was starting to look like my dad, and did not like that. It really wasn't affecting it in a real negative way, but after I did it, I found that it was a more positive outcome. The outcome I loved, and I feel great now, never concerned about my hair anymore, because my hairline is much bigger than it was. So I'm very, very happy. Well, I went to other clinics and wasn't comfortable with the situation. The experience at SpaMedica was fantastic. Everybody here that I spoke to was very supportive, very encouraging. They answered all my questions. Dr. Mahone has a very strong reputation, so that was, once I found out that he had FUE here at SpaMedica, for me it was a no-brainer. As far as pain, I wouldn't consider it real pain. You're uncomfortable for a few days, but once the bandages come off and you have a little bit of felt very freeing after the procedure. My main concern was during the healing process, and this is something that they told me was going to happen, it started to get really itchy. And just how I combated that itchiness was I took an antihistamine and like an allergy medicine, and I was quite comfortable. But as far as pain, I wasn't in any real excruciating pain. It was just uncomfortable. And it was uncomfortable for a short period of time. For me, it was about a week. Hiding the donor and recipient, to get the donor hair, they have to shave a little bit at the back of your head. So I came in prepared. So I had shaved like the sides and the back of my head nice and tight, so it made it easier for them to take from the donor, and that I didn't really have to hide it because I healed very quickly. It wasn't like I was trying to hide it so not to show people. Once I took the bandages off and I washed the back of my head and cleaned it all up, there was no need for it. It looked like a little rash at the back of your head, but nobody even noticed it. I started to notice hair probably at the 3-month mark, because after my procedure I waited, I would say 2 weeks till all the scabs and the dryness and all that stuff came up when it was nice and clean, and then and healed. I went to the barber and I shaved it right down to a number 1, and I never looked back. What my friends and family are saying, because they're so used to having me with really tight short hair, they're loving the look. They compliment it because most of my family, the males in my family, are bald. So I'm one of the few men in the family that have hair. So how it's affected my life is it's given me a little bit more confidence. What people are saying is when I do mention that I did a procedure, everybody's in shock. Nobody can believe that it looks this natural. They go to the donor site to look for some evidence of FUE, but there really isn't. You can't see it to the naked eye. I've recommended this to all of my friends. In fact, I would say approximately 6 or 7 of them have come to SpaMedica and have had the procedure. I didn't realize the level of hair loss that I had until I did the procedure here at SpaMedica. How it's affected my life, I was always a confident person, but I find that it's given me a little bit more confidence, feel good about myself, and I'm not really looking at my hairline anymore because, as I said, all of this section is all brand new, so I like the results.